Okay, it started.
Mhm.
All
Okay,
right,
good.
perfect. Okay, hello everyone. My name is Gabby Hernandez, and I want to thank you guys so much for joining us on Wellness Wednesday. We have a special guest, Hannah Manry. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't want to miss.
It's Manry.
Manry. Okay.
Mhm.
Just a little bit about myself. I've been on Plexus, with Plexus, and on the product since 2016, and I absolutely love the products here. Now, we are required to let you know that the statements that you do here today have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Mhm.
I'm going to go ahead and pass it along to my very good friend, Marcia Geary.
Hi, everyone. My name is Marcia Gary, and I'm an ambassador with Plexus. I live in Couts, Indiana. I'm married, and I have 3 kids. 2 of them are in college, and 1 of them is a freshman. My health journey started a long time ago. In 3rd grade, I was diagnosed with bursitis, and in middle school, I was diagnosed with asthma. In high school, I had a lot of issues with my cycles every month. And it wasn't until about 23 years ago that I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's. I didn't know anything about the autoimmune disease, and I had no idea what it would do to my body if it wasn't taken care of later in life. And I learned the hard way. So since that diagnosis, I've been diagnosed with, and I have to read it off the list because it's pretty lengthy. Hypothyroidism, adrenal failure, fibromyalgia, Raynaud's. I have 2 herniated discs, stenosis in 3 places in my back, plantar fasciitis, high blood pressure, severe heartburn, sun and cold-induced urticaria. I have WPW, and I've had chronic sinus infections my whole life. So I started taking the products consistently in July of 2017. And since I have been on the products, my plantar fasciitis is gone. My high blood pressure is completely back down to normal. My heartburn is gone. And I was drinking baking soda and water every day, and nothing over the counter or prescribed would help me. It was awful. And my Hashimoto's is in remission. So that's huge for me. Plexus definitely saved me from a very fast downward spiral that I was on. And I don't know what I would do without it. So with saying that and how it's helped me, my next guest is somebody that just kind of ran into on Facebook, and we became friends. She has an amazing story. Her name is Hannah Manry.
Hi guys. So yeah, my name is Hannah Manry. I'll be 29 in like a week and a half. I live in Decatur, Georgia, which is right outside of Atlanta. I started taking Plexus products in January of 2019. Actually, my neighbor got me onto it. We became really fast friends, and she saw that I was struggling with an autoimmune stomach disorder, disease, whatever you want to call it, called Cyclic Vomiting Syndrome. So to go back to the beginning, my mother remembers me being colicky ever since I was a baby. And then when I turned 8 years old, it got a lot worse. I would start throwing up and have horrible stomach pains and head pains, migraines, and I would have to be hospitalized, and they never really knew what was causing it or why it would happen. And then when I got older and I started my cycle, that's when it got really, really bad. I had heartburn as well, very bad heartburn. All throughout high school, I missed, gosh, so many days of high school. The truancy officer would call my parents in to evaluate the situation and say that there's no reason I should be at home as much as I am. Even though I had a permanent doctor's note, I was in and out of the hospital. They took my appendix, my gallbladder. They did multiple studies on me where they stuck the scope down my throat and other ways. And so, yeah, I'm on my 3rd life port right now, which is a permanent IV access. Thankfully, I don't have to use it anymore. And then when I was 19, when I was 20, I had a gastric Nesson fundoplication. My acid reflux had caused a hiatal hernia. And they told me that if I did not have the fundoplication surgery, that I would probably have esophageal cancer by the time I was 30. So they had to go in and wrap my stomach around, my stomach around the top of my esophagus to fix my hiatal hernia and to stop my severe acid reflux. And so that was just, it helped. That was a turning point. That surgery really helped. But it didn't stop the fact that I was constantly nauseated. I was constantly throwing up. I was constantly in and out of the emergency room. I had doctors telling me that I was crazy. I had other doctors telling me that it was all in my head, that I was there just for a fix. They thought I just wanted pain medication, that I just wanted to be, you know, a druggie, basically. And nobody ever truly believed me. I could tell that it was getting to my parents, that finances, trying to pay for all of these hospital visits was getting to them. And it was just a really rough time. So fast forward a few years later, I moved to Atlanta. I moved in 2019. I'm here in Decatur. I meet my neighbor, and I'm doing better. When I had the fundoplication surgery, I was better. I was able to move out of my parents' house. Oh, by the way, I skipped the fact that I had to get my GED. I tried to take college classes, and I was never able to finish. So fast forward, I'm here. I'm doing better, but I'm still struggling daily. I'm just surviving. I'm making it through every day, but it's hard. And I'm finally in school. I'm taking all online classes, and I'm able to work. But I could tell you there were multiple days I would run back and forth to the bathroom just to throw up and then go about my day. I was popping Zofran and Phenergan, the nausea medications, like they weren't anything. I would take ibuprofen daily, 4 every 4 hours, which you know what that will do to your insides. Just to make it through the day. And then my neighbor told me about Plexus, and it was actually her friend who was her upline who was begging me to give it a shot. She even offered to pay for it for me the first month because she really thought that it could help me. And me, I had just, come to the realization in my life that I was going to live with my disease the rest of my life. There was nothing that could help me. Years and years of my life I spent trying to find the right medications that would help me, and nothing ever did. So I had just accepted the fact that I'd be sick forever. And finally, one day, my friend said, okay, you're going to do this, and we're going to do it together. We're going to make sure we're on a schedule together, and we're going to get you better. And within the first month, I didn't have a migraine. And I used to have monthly migraines, at least 2 or 3 times a month. Debilitating, can't leave the room, can't open my eyes migraine. I didn't have to take Zofran. I didn't have to refill my Zofran. No more indigestion. Even after my surgery, I still had indigestion. I didn't have heartburn, but my indigestion would be so bad. I just felt that there was always air trapped in my chest and I couldn't get it out. I started to have energy. I started to run. As I told you guys earlier, I'm a runner now. I dropped 22 pounds of mostly inflammation. And yeah, so over the past, since January of last year, I have not had a cyclic vomiting episode or even felt in the least bit nauseated. And that's all because I focused on my gut. And I figured out that I don't need prescription, I need preventative. And yeah, so that's my story.
Wow, that's crazy. I have never heard of that until you posted it. And I don't know, somebody saw your post and then it just kind of hit all of us. And I just could not believe it. And then I posted it, and then I had people reach out to me and, said, oh, my kids have that. And I said, well, let me see if I can find her. And so that's how we found you. But that's incredible. Wow.
Yeah, it's actually mainly found in children. It's also found in adults, but cyclic vomiting syndrome is not something you can diagnose with a test. It's more of a process of elimination. So you see that someone has all these symptoms, and then you basically rule out all these other things by doing different tests. So that's the thing about cyclic vomiting syndrome is every patient is different. We all have different symptoms and different triggers that cause it. But the main thing that we all struggle with is just constant nausea and vomiting and pain, either in our stomach or in our head. And that's the main thing about it. But it's very commonly found in children, and anxiety can trigger it, menstrual cycles, different things. Just every person's different. But mine did start as a kid, but it did get a lot worse as I transitioned into adulthood.
Wow. And what products did you take to help you heal?
I started with the Triplex HC. Anybody that suffers with cyclic vomiting type symptoms should always start with HC versus microbiome, because there's less detox symptoms. Because detox in itself with a cyclic vomiting person can send them into an episode. So you need to start very slowly and always start with HC, because that was one of my main reasons for not wanting to start in the beginning, was because I was told I would go through a detox period. And with cyclic vomiting, if I throw up once, no matter why it is, I could just choke and accidentally throw up. I'm not going to stop. That's just how it is. Once you go, you literally don't stop after that. So it terrified me to even think about the detox process. So I started extremely slowly. I'm not sure, honestly. You'd have to ask my uplines. They've just always told me that the HC is better for the detox process than the microbiome, but it might be the fiber. I'm really not sure. But yeah, so just start them off very slowly. And then I then added in ease with the triplex HC, and ease has been like a godsend to me, not only because I also had pulled a muscle in my back a few years ago. And if you've ever done that, you know, it's not fun. And then I'm a nanny of 3 children, so under 5. So picking them up on a daily basis, I need my ease. But it also helps with the constant bloating. Oh, I forgot, I also was diagnosed with IBS when I was younger. So yeah, and the kidney stones, as I've told you guys, I've had 2 lithotripsies in the past. I passed one on Monday in the emergency room. One second, I'll get to that. But yeah, so the ease has helped definitely with just the inflammation, the bloating in my stomach from the IBS. And then the ease, I started off with loading dose of ease. I would do 3, 3, and 3 a day. And then eventually I got it down to just taking 3 in the morning, and now I'm fine. So yeah, just started off with the loading dose of 9 a day, which was a lot to begin with, but once you work your way down, you're okay.
Right. Wow. That's amazing. That's crazy. Well, I'm glad that you are doing great, and you have a great story. That's incredible. And I don't remember who's supposed to go next. Sorry, I don't have my notes in front of me. Renee's next. Wow.
Next. Wow. Yes. That's just, I'm so sorry that you've had so many struggles as a young person, young adult, but so happy to hear that you're doing so much better. That's amazing. What a story. Thanks for sharing, Hannah. My name is Renee. I am a senior gold ambassador with Plexus. I have been with the company since 2016. And the reason I started is because my wedding rings wouldn't fit me. I started for weight loss, and that was the main reason. A couple weeks in, I had more energy. A month in, my blood pressure was better after going to a checkup to my doctor, it was never normal, even on medication. 3 months in, my seasonal allergies, right now, this time with allergy season, is the allergies I have, and I don't have any symptoms anymore. 4 years in, nothing. And I had a fish allergy. I can eat fish now. My palate changed for better, for healthier food. I was a Pepsi, and I loved McDonald's sweet tea. I always went to the drive-thru maybe once, twice a day for that sweet tea, and I have not had one sip in 4 years, over 4 years. So my main reason was weight loss. I never thought I would experience the no allergies anymore. I've had my allergies, it was over 30 some years since I've been a kid, the allergies and the blood pressure. Those 2 things are so important because I hated being on medication. It bothered me, and I drove my husband crazy because I didn't want to take it. And the fact that I don't have to take it, it took me a few months to get off of it, but now I don't, and I'm not on any prescription medicine at all. So that has helped a lot as well. So those are my main things. My sugar cravings, I have lost weight. I do have it before. We don't have the screen share, but I do have it before and after. That was me 2 months in. I started in February 2016. I was on the products for a couple months, and at that point I really didn't lose a whole lot of weight. In time of me having more energy and wanting to eat healthier and exercising over the years. It's been a journey. It wasn't a quick fix. It's been a journey, and I'm still working every day because I would like to lose more, but I have lost weight. And so that's my journey so far with Plexus. And I think that was, Gabby's gonna be next.
Yeah, thank you, Renee. I always love listening to your story. I love all your before and afters. They're so dramatic, and I love it. Thank you so much, Hannah, for sharing your story. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. Everybody needs to hear your story worldwide. Like seriously, everybody needs to hear it. Now, I am going to have the pleasure of asking a few questions to my very good friend, Melinda. And if you want to unmute yourself, I have some questions for you. So I just want you to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself and why you started Plexus.
Okay, hello, my name is Melinda, everybody. I'm a mother of three adult kids. I have two in college and one about to go into college. I started Plexus because I needed the energy, I needed better to sleep, I needed to get my bloating down. I had no idea what Plexus was. I had no idea about gut health until I was introduced to Plexus, and I'm glad I got onto Plexus. So, yeah, that was my reasons why I joined and tried Plexus.
Unmuted. What are some of your wins and what has Plexus helped you with?
Plexus has helped me with a lot. I do have a list, but I'm not going to read it all. It helped me with my sleep. It helped me with losing weight, with my bloating, and actually helped me with certain food. I noticed when I eat a lot of bread, I would gag. And so that's why I was interested in your story, Hannah, because it was just like, whoa. But when I had the Plexus, I can eat bread. I can eat, I don't eat as much bread now, but it's like when I eat bread, it's actually easy. Sleeping, bloating is gone. Sleeping is better. My running, that is a big plus for me. I don't have my leg cramps. I actually run further. It feels joyful to run without the cramping. Because before Plexus, I would have shin guard pain. I would have leg pain. I did not want to go running the next day. But because of the products, it definitely has helped me. That's a huge win for me.
No, absolutely. I do brisk walks and I hurt the next day and I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it again. I want to do it again. But I do sometimes feel like active will get me through workouts. So yeah, I do love active for that. Well, thank you so much for sharing with us your testimony. And we also have Marcia, I believe, is going to give us a little preview of what consists of the whole triplex.
Okay, so the triplex is 3 products, and there's the Slim, and there's 2 kinds, and there is the ProBio 5, and there is the BioCleanse. So triplex consists of the 3 products. The Slim is the prebiotic. It was invented for type 2 diabetics. They found that it helps to balance your blood sugar, lower cholesterol, balance hormones, level out your lipids, decrease inflammation in your body. It aids in weight loss, reduces sugar cravings, and it promotes the growth of good gut microbes and supports a healthy glucose metabolism. Slim Hunger Control has polydextrose, which is a soluble fiber that leaves you feeling full longer. So both of these products are great. And I'm going to have to look into the detox. I didn't know that until now, what Hannah said. The ProBio 5 is our probiotic. It scrubs your gut. It kills off the overgrowth of candida yeast and helps to grow the good bacteria. Our probiotic is freeze dried, so it doesn't become active until it reaches your gut. And it has an enzyme that helps you to break down food. The BioCleanse is a magnesium vitamin C supplement that helps rid your gut of the bad yeast that the ProBio 5 has killed off. So they're really great products and they work very well all together. And Gabby, you're next.
Yes. We also have Joyome, our beautiful, beautiful 3-piece Joyome. We have a day and night cream. Oh, not creams. I'm sorry. They're serums. And the day serum has 6 key ingredients, while the night cream has the night serum has 5 key ingredients that are scientifically demonstrated to correct all visible signs of aging. They are free from 1,300 questionable ingredients, including GMOs, BHAs, BHTs, parabens, and a whole lot more crazy chemicals. It is really an easy two-step skincare system. Now, this is my favorite, the collagen. You actually can see results from taking the collagen in only 15 days. It improves the appearance of cellulite, it strengthens the skin barrier, it helps reduce collagen breakdown, and it has bioavailable types 1 and 3 collagen peptides. We also have our happy pill. We call it our happy pill. It is a probiotic that is also clinically demonstrated ingredients that help improve your mood and your health. They reduce the stress and tension in your body, and they rebalance your gut microflora. And then also, I love this when I get sunburn. It's the body cream. It's rich in aloe, sweet almond oil, grapeseed oil, evening primrose oil. It has spirulina algae. It has activated charcoal. It defends the skin from abuse of the elements. It purifies the skin and improves the appearance and texture and tone of the skin. Who's next?
Renee's next.
I am. I'm going to go over some of our nutritional supplements. I'm going to talk about X Factor. We have 2 different X Factors. Bottle looks like this. We have an X Factor Plus and X Factor with aloe. X Factor Plus, it is a multivitamin. It supports a healthy immune function. It supports healthy bones and muscle function. And it also helps blood pressure already at normal range. It has vitamin C in it to also help with collagen levels as well. It also promotes energy and boosting metabolism, promotes mental clarity, concentration, and improves mood. It can also help with the X Factor Plus with it's clinically proven to help with menopause symptoms, including hot flashes. The X Factor with aloe is what I have, the bottle, and it features our most bioactive 5-MTHF form of folate, which a lot of people don't realize it's a gene, how do you say it?
It's a gene mutation.
Where the nutrients aren't absorbing into your body. And this helps, the folate helps it all absorb into your body. Along with the aloe, it helps the nutrients absorb into your body as well. If your multivitamin that you get at GNC or Walmart or at a big box store, you don't feel the difference, it's because the vitamins are not absorbing into your body. You definitely need to try one of our multivitamins because they're amazing. We also have a Kids X Factor. I don't have the bottle with me. It's a chewable multivitamin and also has a probiotic in our kids chewable. Vitamins and probiotics work together to help keep the immune system strong. And our chewable vitamins have no artificial colors, flavors, sweeteners like sucralose. Sucralose is so bad for you. And a lot of the gummies are loaded with sugar and sucralose, and ours does not have any of that or any added preservatives. We also have Ease. Marsha, I think Marsha talked about it. I know Hannah did. Hannah takes it, and I know Marsha used to take it and takes it as needed. Our Ease is a great, it's like an all natural ibuprofen with clean ingredients, because we all know what ibuprofen taking too much can do. It can really harm your body. It helps with pain and discomfort, and it is made with green-lipped mussel, which is a shellfish. So if you do have a shellfish allergy, you may not be able to take it, but some people with being on the triplex and getting their gut healthy have not had to have problems who have had allergies. So it's just something you might have to watch and maybe talk to your doctor about. But the Nerve, which the bottle looks very similar, I don't have that one. I've been blessed that I don't have to take it, thank goodness. But the Nerve works well. These two are like unsung heroes of Plexus. The Nerve and Ease work together well. The Nerve helps support.
Oh, Almeda has it.
Oh, good. Awesome. Thanks, Almeda.
Nerve,
it supports healthy nerve cells, and it helps regenerate nerve endings. If you know anybody that has pins and needles or neuropathy, Nerve is for them, and Ease together works wonderful. So that's all I have for the nutritional part, and I'm gonna hand it over to Melinda.
Hello. So I will be talking about some of the weight loss products. We have the Active. I don't know if you guys could see because I have a background. The Active is a performing mix that provides long-lasting energy without the jitters, which is a huge plus. Boost performance, as I was saying previously, it definitely does help me with my run. And mentally clarity, enhanced feeling of alertness, reduce oxidative stress. I do mix my Active and Slim, my Slim XOS. It does provide an extra boost. So, and it's also good for your gut health. I also have the MetaBurn. I don't know if you can see, like I said, I'm sorry guys. The MetaBurn, it supports supplements that target stubborn body fats and supports your mood, focus, and energy to help you reach your weight management goal. We also have the Edge. I don't have that bottle. If anyone else has the Edge, I haven't used the Edge in a while, especially since the MetaBurn and the Active came out. But the Edge, it benefits increased mental focus, improves moods, and provides healthy, sustained energy. And then we have the Lean. I'm gonna still try to see if you guys can see the Lean or not. The Lean, I love the Lean. It's the prebiotic fiber for your gut health. Essential amino acids fills you up with the dietary fiber. It has 15 grams of muscle maintaining whey proteins, 24 bioavailable vitamins and minerals. I love the Lean, especially after I do my runs. That's an extra plus too, I guess, with the Active. So I don't know, maybe that's also why my body feels better after I work out and run. So I definitely recommend those two. And I forgot to mention, the Active has 100 milligrams of caffeine. The MetaBurn has 80 milligrams of caffeine. The Edge has 90. And I think you can take up to 400 milligrams of caffeine a day. So I did read somewhere that you can actually take all of these. So yes, if anybody has any questions, go ahead and free to ask.
Hannah, you said that you give your dog the ProBio 5?
Yes, I do actually. My dog suffers from severe allergies, mainly grass allergies, but also food allergies. I took her to the vet. She's 2.5. I took her to the vet about a year ago, and she was constantly chewing on her paws. And every time we would come in from outside, and she was drawing blood on her paws because she was chewing on them so badly. And then it seems like at least once or twice a week, she would have a runny tummy every time she ate. And so I took her to the vet, and they put her on a probiotic there, and it didn't do anything. So I started to see that you can give your dog ProBio 5, just give them, she's about 12 pounds. So they said to give her about 1/3 a tablet of ProBio 5. So I sprinkle it on her food every day, and she has not had any issues with her tummy or her allergies ever since then. So, yeah.
I had a cat, which
with my dogs. I've done the same thing with the ProBio because them itching. My one dog, he was scratching, he was bleeding so bad. And our second dog, he scratches too. And a lot of it I saw commercial that it's like sometimes it's their dog food or just being outside. And yeah, the scratching, I think it helps a lot. I don't do it every day, but when they're doing kind of itching a lot, and I know they've had their flea pills and everything else that, yeah, I think it does help.
I started, sorry, I was just going to say that I tried to not do it every day with Lola. I tried to do it like every other day, and then I stopped for a few days, and then her tummy troubles came right back as soon as I stopped. So hers, yeah, they helped significantly with just her being able to not have runny tummy anymore.
Well, one more thing, Marcia, I'm sorry. We also, for our older dog, he's 15, we put a little bit, like a 1/4 drop of our hemp oil in his dog food to help with his joint pain, just because he's old. I think it helps him with that too. So our pets get it all.
I was going to say that I had a cat. I had to put her down, but she had jumped off of the couch and she hurt her hip and she could barely walk. And I opened up an ease capsule. And every time I fed her, I just sprinkled a little bit in her food. Oops, I just lost my bud. And she was fine. They wanted to give her all kinds of shots and stuff, but the ease made her, she was running around again and acting normal. But yeah, our products are good for everyone. So, all right, Gabby, are we almost out of time?
I don't know where it tells me the time, guys.
It's 7:34. If you have 40 minutes, we have 5 minutes, right?
Usually says at the top.
You know what? I did something and it said that I might have purchased something on accident. I'm on my son's laptop.
Yeah, it said you purchased unlimited minutes,
Yeah.
is what I saw.
Yeah, I think so. So, I don't know how I did
Oh, well,
that
that's
or
good.
why it was so easy to do.
Yeah, that was really easy.
I don't even know how I did it, but I'm gonna have to call and say, hey, stop that. But do you want to close it out? And then I got to figure this out.
Yeah, that's fine. And Hannah, thank you so much. I really appreciate. There's your dog. I see you in all your pictures with your dog. How sweet. I really appreciate you being here. And I talked to your mom and she said she would come on in a few weeks. So I'm going to check with the girls to see what their schedule is. And it's good to get stories from outside of our group that we hear all the time. And you have an amazing story. And I'm so sorry that you've gone through everything you've went through, because that just sounds awful. I don't like throwing up once. I can't imagine doing it several times, like my whole entire life. It's just awful. So, if nobody has any other questions, then
I do. I'm
okay.
Sorry.
That's okay.
You said
we
you
have
used
unlimited time now.
Oh, I'm sorry, Hannah. You said you use the Metaburn for your run. So do you take your Metaburn and then you go running, or you go running and do the Metaburn?
So I take Metaburn in the morning, but I just have energy all day. I don't know. It's I usually run at in the evening when I get off from work. I come home and I eat, and then my dog and I run. But yeah, so when I first started Metaburn, though, I was running in the morning, and it gave me a lot of energy to be able to run in the mornings. But now I just feel like I don't really have a slump during the day. So I just kind of constantly have energy. I'm sorry, my dog is here. But yeah, I just feel like I constantly have energy because I don't do active. I'm not a peach or mango person. So I really liked the new active that they had, but we can't get that one anymore. So, but yeah, I love the Metaburn. It gives me plenty of energy to honestly put up with 3 kids a day too.
I bet. Okay, thank you.
It helps with your mood too. Metaburn.
Oh yeah. I love Metaburn. And sometimes I'll do the active with my Slim and my collagen and the Metaburn, and then I am like good to go for the rest of the day.
Wow.
So I love those products. And because I have adrenal failure, I'm completely exhausted all the time. Like to the point that you just want to cry. Like that's how tired you are when you have this stupid thing. And but having those products, when I take them together, the energy is amazing. So, but anybody else have any questions? Elnita, thank you so much for hopping on to listen to us.
Yes,
it's so nice to see your
Thank
face.
you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I
Elnita.
did invite some people, but they didn't come. So, I'm so glad. I was so interested in Hannah's story and everybody's stories. So, keep doing what you're doing. It's really, hopefully we can get people on, but because they need to hear the story.
Yes.
I hope you guys can log on, and when my mom comes on, if you think my story is amazing, then you really need to hop on and listen to my mom's story. She's dropped 67 pounds since last March. And not only that, she's got some major health issues that she has completely come out of. So, yeah.
And I am actually going to post her story tonight so that everybody can see, and then we'll have to pick a date that we can do this again and invite you guys back on, because I would love to hear from her also.
Yes.
All right, perfect. Anything else, Gabby?
No, that's it. Thank you so much again, and have a great night, guys.
Thanks,
Thank you
guys.
so much.
Bye.
Bye.